The house was eerily quiet, the kind of silence that made your skin crawl. 10-year-old Emma sat on the living room couch, clutching her stuffed bunny tightly. Her parents had left for the weekend, something about a business trip they couldn't postpone. They had hired a new maid, Maria, to look after her. Emma had only met Maria once before, and something about her cold, distant smile made Emma uneasy. The clock on the wall ticked loudly, each second stretching into an eternity. Maria was in the kitchen, humming a tune that sounded more like a dirge than a song. Emma tried to focus on the cartoon playing on the TV, but her eyes kept darting toward the kitchen door. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. "Emma," Maria's voice called out, sharp and sudden. "Come here." Emma's heart skipped a beat. She hesitated, her small fingers digging into the fabric of her bunny. What is it?" she stammered. "I made you some hot chocolate," Maria said, her tone softening, though it didn't reach her eyes. "Come and get it." Emma forced herself to stand, her legs trembling as she walked toward the kitchen. The smell of chocolate filled the air, but it didn't comfort her. Maria stood by the stove, her back turned, stirring a pot. The kitchen was dimly lit, the shadows stretching long and dark across the walls. "Here," Maria said, turning around with a mug in her hands. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. "Drink it while it's warm." Emma took the mug, her hands shaking so badly that the liquid sloshed over the rim. She brought it to her lips, but something stopped her. A faint, bitter smell mixed with the chocolate. She glanced up at Maria, who was watching her intently, her expression unreadable. "Why aren't you drinking it?" Maria asked, her voice low and steady. I'm not thirsty," Emma whispered, setting the mug on the counter. Her heart pounded in her chest as she took a step back. Maria's smile faded, replaced by a cold, hard stare. "You should drink it, Emma. It's good for you." Emma shook her head, her instincts screaming at her to run. She turned and bolted out of the kitchen, her feet pounding against the hardwood floor. Behind her, she heard Maria's footsteps, slow and deliberate, following her. "Where are you going, Emma?" Maria called, her voice echoing through the empty house. "You can't run forever." Emma's breath came in ragged gasps as she darted up the stairs, her bunny still clutched tightly in her arms. She slammed her bedroom door shut and locked it, her small hands fumbling with the bolt. Her heart raced as she pressed her ear against the door, listening for Maria's footsteps. They came, slow and steady, climbing the stairs one by one. Emma's eyes filled with tears as she backed away from the door, her mind racing. She had to hide. She had to get away. The doorknob rattled, and Maria's voice came through, soft and chilling. "Emma, open the door. I just want to talk." Emma didn't answer. She crawled under her bed, squeezing herself into the farthest corner. The door creaked open, and Maria's shadow stretched across the floor. Emma held her breath, her tears streaming silently down her face. "I know you're in here," Maria whispered, her voice dripping with menace. "You can't hide from me." Emma closed her eyes, praying for her parents to come home, for someone to save her. But deep down, she knew no one was coming. She was alone, trapped in the house with a woman who wasn't what she seemed. And as Maria's footsteps grew closer, Emma realized with a sinking heart that she might never see her parents again.